Names surfacing in Diddy's trial are already jaw-dropping, but Prince being on that list? That was totally unexpected. Diddy's wild parties were even held at Prince's house, according to insider Jason Lee. Imagine Tyrese performing, while Demi and Ashton Kutcher swing on swings. Unlike typical celebrity parties, Diddy didn't allow personal security, raising questions about what really happened behind those walls. Prince's connection to Diddy's parties. Diddy's wild parties were infamous, but what might surprise you is that some of these extravagant events were actually held at Prince's house, according to insider Jason Lee. The first Diddy party he ever attended was hosted at none other than Prince's estate, setting the scene for a complex connection between the two icons. Imagine Tyrese performing live, while Demi and Ashton Kutcher are swinging on swings in the backdrop, creating a party atmosphere unlike any other. What made these gatherings stand out, beyond the star-studded guest list, was Diddy's strict no-security policy. Unlike typical celebrity parties where personal security is a must, Diddy didn't allow guests to bring their own security, which raised questions about what was really happening behind those opulent walls. Now, picture the private and calculated Prince, known for always staying one step ahead, allowing these wild parties on his property. It sparks an intriguing theory. What if Prince had the house rigged with cameras, quietly capturing everything that went down? Some believe he might have kept this footage, possibly even handing it over to someone trusted, which could explain why he was never actually present at those parties. This connection between Prince and Diddy's notorious events adds an unexpected twist to an already complex story, intertwining the lives of two music legends in a way few anticipated. And as the whispers grow louder, the question remains, what secrets could Prince's house hold about those infamous nights? The mysterious security footage theory. Prince was famously private and in control. What if he secretly recorded these parties with hidden cameras? Some believe he kept incriminating footage, which might explain why he never attended and why whispers suggest his name could appear in court. Diddy's parties were known for their wild nature, but the idea that Prince, a man so meticulous and protective of his privacy, would allow or even orchestrate such events is hard to imagine. However, the fact that no outside security was allowed raises questions about what really went on behind the scenes. It's been suggested that Prince had security cameras rolling the entire time, capturing moments that others would have preferred stayed hidden. This theory paints Prince as someone who was not just a bystander, but potentially had leverage over the explosive events linked to Diddy's name. Some speculate that Prince either kept the footage for his protection or handed it off to a trusted confidant before his passing. If true, this footage could show a side of the parties that no one has seen, possibly even implicating key figures in the scandal. With whispers growing that Prince's name might come up in court, it leaves us questioning what secrets the Purple One really held. Was he aware of dangers lurking during those wild parties? Or did he foresee something that ultimately cost him his life? This mysterious security footage theory adds a whole new layer of intrigue to an already complex situation, leaving us waiting anxiously to see if any revelations will finally emerge. Prominent unexpected names in the trial. During jury selection, several surprising names came up that no one saw coming, including Michelle Williams, Robert Downey Jr., Mike Myers, and Lauren London, adding a layer of unexpected intrigue to the already explosive trial. These are names we wouldn't typically associate with Diddy's legal battles, yet here they are, finding their way into the conversation, sparking questions about their roles or connections. On the flip side, there were also names we expected to hear, like Cassie, who initiated the first lawsuit. Cassie brought forward allegations recalling events witnessed by Diddy's staff and employees of Bad Boy Entertainment, but shockingly, no one spoke up until she came forward. This mix of expected and unexpected figures creates a complex web that the trial is set to untangle. Cassie's lawsuit and insider witnesses. Cassie, the first to file a lawsuit against Diddy, revealed some chilling details about what truly went on behind the scenes, alleging that many incidents she endured were witnessed by Diddy's staff and employees of Bad Boy Entertainment and related businesses, yet no one dared to speak up. These insiders were reportedly tasked with delivering gifts to Cassie after a DV incident, which shows their close involvement in the unfolding drama. But it doesn't stop there. According to the lawsuit, these same assistants also helped set up the infamous freak-offs, where the worst of the incidents took place, preparing hotel suites with baby oil and Astroglide. This level of preparation suggests complicity at multiple levels, indicating that the abuses were not just isolated moments, but orchestrated events. The emotional toll on employees became apparent when Diddy's head of security and an assistant were so disturbed by what they saw that they actually began to cry after witnessing one of the incidents. This raw reaction highlights how deeply troubling the events were, even to those employed to help maintain order. We expect many of these staff members to be summoned to testify, potentially unveiling even darker secrets, and their testimonies could become critical in understanding the scope of what happened. Cassie's lawsuit has opened a window into a hidden world of silence and fear within Diddy's inner circle, with the staff caught between their duties and the horrors they witnessed. This section of the trial promises to shed light on systemic issues, far beyond what the public had ever imagined, making it one of the most gripping aspects of the case so far. Key figures implicated and their alleged roles. Harve Pierre, who was implicated in a lawsuit filed by a Jane Doe, allegedly convinced her to fly from Detroit to New Jersey, where she was reportedly abused by him and Diddy. Young Miami, who was on Diddy's payroll and allegedly acted as a transporter of substances, was also mentioned in the jury selection process. Another name brought up is Dallas Austin, a producer and childhood friend of Kim Porter, Diddy's late wife, whose sudden death sparked speculation about Diddy's involvement. Lorian Gibson, who filed a complaint against Diddy back in 2007, claimed that Diddy threatened her with a chair on the set of MTV's Making the Band. Aubrey O'Day was mentioned as well, and she has publicly supported Cassie's allegations against Diddy, accusing him of making inappropriate advances toward her. Former Danny Dane member Don Richard, who previously sued Diddy accusing him of misconduct, described being forced to rehearse without sleep and alleged he took advantage of her. She also claimed to have witnessed Diddy getting physical with Cassie while intoxicated. The case reveals a complex web of accusations and people involved, which paints a troubling picture of the environment surrounding Diddy. The trial is expected to call many of these individuals as witnesses, shedding more light on the allegations and their roles. The mysterious case of Kid Cudi's car explosion. One of the most chilling episodes connected to the Diddy trial is the mysterious explosion of Kid Cudi's car. It's not your typical celebrity drama, according to Cassie. She had a brief fling with Kid Cudi back in 2011. This was during a rocky phase in her relationship with Diddy after they reunited. Diddy discovered emails between Cassie and Kid Cudi. That's when things grew dark. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy's anger escalated dramatically and tragically. Kid Cudi's car was blown up right in his own driveway. The explosive act was no random accident. Cassie's lawsuit claims that Diddy wanted to ensure Kid Cudi was home with a friend when it happened, implying a personal warning or message. This violent retaliation reveals the dangerous lengths involved in this tangled web. But why such extreme measures for a fling? Many speculate this was about control and jealousy, but it also hints at deeper tensions within the circles surrounding Diddy. The explosion sent shockwaves through Kid Cudi's close-knit group, further clouding the trial with more questions than answers. It showed how deeply personal conflicts were intertwined with larger allegations. This incident wasn't just about property damage. It symbolized the darker threats looming over those connected to Diddy's empire as the trial moves forward. Kid Cudi's car explosion stands out as a terrifying reminder that fame and power often come with hidden and dangerous secrets. Prince's last days and conflicting theories about his death. Prince died at age 57, found unresponsive at his estate in Minnesota, after unknowingly taking counterfeit Vicodin laced with a highly potent synthetic opioid, but it never made sense that someone as health-conscious as Prince would die of an OD. He was vegan, avoided alcohol and drugs, and maintained a rigorous fitness routine, which made the circumstances of his death even more puzzling, especially since he was known to be meticulous about his well-being. Just days before he died, Prince posted a picture of himself with a cryptic, since-deleted message that suggested he sensed the end was near. In his final public appearance at a Paisley Park party, days before his death, he reportedly told attendees to wait a few days before you waste any prayers, a chilling premonition that left many questioning what he knew. Over the years, Prince waged a fierce battle against record labels, especially Warner Brothers, over ownership and control of his music, even going so far as to change his name to an unpronounceable symbol to escape restrictive contracts. Some fans believe these battles may have played a role in his untimely death, suggesting that powerful industry forces stood against him. Prince's sister, Tyka Nelson, revealed that he confided in her about being in trouble just days before he passed, and that he prepared her for his death over a 2-year period, which adds a layer of tragic foresight to his final days. While the official cause pointed to an accidental overdose, speculation and conspiracy theories continued to swirl around Prince's death, keeping the mystery alive and fans searching for answers. Prince's battle with record labels and possible secrets. Prince's battle with record labels was relentless, a fight for control over his music and identity that defined much of his career. Starting in 1977, he signed with Warner Music at just 18 years old, and though his early albums didn't skyrocket to massive success, Warner kept him on as a promising talent. By 1982, Prince had cracked the U.S. top 10, thanks in part to his innovative use of music videos to market himself and build an iconic image. Then came Purple Rain in 1984, catapulting him into superstardom. But fame came with strings. Warner owned his name and the rights to music released under it. Frustrated by this, Prince took the radical step of changing his name to an unpronounceable symbol, becoming the artist formerly known as Prince, a move meant to sever ties with his label's control. He openly criticized Warner, accusing them of stifling artists' rights and creative freedom. On December 31, 1999, his publishing contract with Warner expired, freeing him from long-term contractual shackles. He described this as a deep, spiritual emancipation, a chance to reinvent himself beyond fame and industry restrictions. Meanwhile, a surprising connection adds layers to this story. Diddy's joint venture deal with Warner Music Group, which gave Warner a 50% stake in Diddy's Bad Boy Records label. This alliance linked Diddy with the very company Prince was battling. Fans and insiders speculate whether this relationship played a part in the darker mysteries surrounding Prince's final years. Prince was fiercely protective, perhaps knowing too much about the inner workings of the industry and its hidden conflicts. Some suggest his struggles and sudden death might be tied to these powerful, secret battles behind the scenes. Whether Warner's influence reached that far is still unknown, but the ongoing court cases involving prominent figures connected to Diddy hint at a web of complicated, shadowy dealings. Prince's story isn't just one of musical genius. It's also a cautionary tale about the music business, control, and the cost of fighting for artistic freedom. Prince's relationship with his sister and final warnings. Contrary to popular belief, Prince and his sister, Tyka Nelson, were actually quite close growing up, despite rumors suggesting otherwise. Their parents even told Prince he would have to take care of her, so wherever he went, she went too. Tyka has shared that Prince helped save her life by getting her into rehab when she was struggling with substance misuse. This shows a side of Prince many didn't see, someone deeply caring for family. In the days leading up to his death, Prince confided in Tyga that he was in trouble, hinting at unseen struggles. She revealed he had been preparing her for his passing for 2 years, saying the moment he died felt like a 2-second phone call, because she had been bracing herself for it for so long. Tyga described their last conversation 4 days before he passed, where he avoided answering serious questions by joking and changing the subject, making both of them laugh to mask the tension. Despite her efforts to know how he was really doing, Prince kept his burdens close, showing only what he wanted her to see. This evasiveness adds to the mystery surrounding his final days. It's clear Prince was facing something heavy, something he wasn't ready to openly discuss. Whether it was related to the controversies swirling around him, or a private battle he fought alone, these intimate moments with Tyga offer a poignant glimpse into the man behind the icon. The relationship and these final warnings paint a picture of a brother who loved fiercely, yet carried secrets that may never fully be unveiled. Prince's name surfacing in Diddy's trial opens a Pandora's box of questions: hidden footage, suspicious deaths, and secret battles. Whether his story will actually come to light in court remains to be seen, but one thing's clear: this saga is only just beginning. Prince was a man who fought fiercely for his artist's rights and control over his music, often clashing with powerful insiders. The whispers that he may have recorded some of Diddy's wildest parties at his own estate, and that this footage might emerge now, add a chilling layer to the ongoing trial. Beyond the legal drama, Prince's final days were shadowed by warnings and mysteries, with loved ones revealing he was preparing for something dark, perhaps even danger that was closing in. As the trial unfolds, many questions linger. Did Prince's courageous stand cost him more than we know? Could the music industry's hidden alliances have played a role in his untimely death? And most importantly, will the truth finally come out? This case is not just about allegations against one man, but about the wider, shadowy world behind the glitz and glamour. Whatever happens, it's clear this story will have ripple effects across the music world for years to come. What do you think is the real story behind Prince's connection to this trial? Could there be revelations that change everything we thought we knew? Let me know your thoughts below, because this is one mystery we're all watching closely.